What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. You too can be great. This is the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 12, Episode 20 review. My bad. That's wrong. Season 9, Episode 4 review, Queen of Atlanta. Now, this Queen of Atlanta thing is a hot-ass mess because I don't think anybody's the Queen of the Hell. I could be the Queen of Atlanta. For real. Then we got, it started off with the Confessionals. By the way, because I'm going to talk about the Confessionals, because y'all know this COVID situation, how everybody at home, they're doing their confessionals in the privacy of their own dormitories. Because that's what it looked like. It looks like a bunch of dorms. I'm thinking, y'all got all these money and this is the background y'all use. When you're in your house, it should have been something that's more popping to at least be similar to what it would be had it been the green screen. That's what I felt like. But hey, to each his own, do what you got to do. But it looked kind of weird whenever they were recording it. It just looked weird to me. Then we had Mimi talking about her self-defense class because she had a man not too long ago break into her house and shoot at her, and she doesn't want to feel defenseless ever again, especially because she has a daughter to protect, right? Then on top of that, we show clout chasing Kiyomi, aka piece of ass Yomi, who was once with Bow Wow. She's Bow Wow's ex. Y'all remember what happened with that elevator scene where there was she was on Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, I believe, first, and they were together for a year. They had to go to counseling after a year. Bow Wow's mom said that she did not want him with her. Everybody was telling her, the brat, all of them was telling her that was a toxic relationship. Both of them are bad for each other because they must have seen something that we, the viewers, were missing on a consistent basis. Everything went to a head with the elevator scene when apparently it was like a domestic violence issue. I'm not sure what the real story was, but that's what was said. But here's Kiyomi now sitting up here in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, migraine shows, just like Alexis Sky. We're sitting up here, y'all done traded your pussy for somebody else because now you're screwing somebody else. We will talk about him later because here she is talking about how she had a miscarriage with him and how she experienced a lot and how in a year. All this happened in a year, by the way, y'all. That was only a year. She had a miscarriage. She had this situation going on. Girl, y'all went through a lot in 1 year. Then we got the next scene with Scrap and Shooter. And they're hustling. Scrap, y'all know Scrap. DeLeon went to prison. He came out. He was doing a 3-year bid. He just came out. He's been out for a year. And he has a restaurant because he's hustling. He has his children living with him because y'all remember that he wanted his boys to come live in his house so he can influence them better, which I thought was a great thing. And also, he's now looking to open up a barbershop, but he's looking to partner with Shooter. I don't know what Shooter's business acumen is. I really don't know what he brings to the show besides being drama for Ciara and being the person who kept cheating on his wife. So I don't know what he has financially or what he does. I don't know nothing about that man other than he's a cheater. But Scrap is basically trying to build a business with him, knowing that there was a time that Scrap was trying to get something with Ciara in the past. It's almost like they're just out here sharing fluids like it's just nothing. Then Scrap's sister Cheyenne comes walking in, and I don't know whether Cheyenne is putting on for the cameras, or I don't know if this is her real personality, but when she comes in, the way that she was talking, articulated herself, even when she's the real estate agent trying to find him a barbershop that's not more than $2,500 a month. Then they go outside, and she's with Shooter, and she says that she's ready for pleasure, and she's willing to meet him everywhere, and he kisses her. But the way that she's articulating herself is like a whiny baby. And, I'm ready for pleasure and stuff like that. And I don't know if she thinks that's not cute, but it's not cute. She may think it's cute. It's not cute to me. The way that she was doing it, it didn't work for me. On top of that, because it's Shooter. It just didn't work for me. Number 2, we find out that Shooter has wanted her to be a secret for various reasons. 1, because he wants to be able to date other people and sleep with other people and be safe. 2, because he's with Scrap and doesn't want Scrap to find out that he's been boning his sister. And 3, because Shooter's just full of shit. But Cheyenne's saying that they've been doing this for 2 years. How long? 2 years? Ain't no way in hell somebody's about to keep me a secret for 2 years. It's going to come out one way or another. It's not going to take 2 years. It's going to take all of 2 hours because I will tell and I will snitch and I will not hold back. You're not finna sit up here and put me on the side as if I'm some crazy person you just call at 12 a.m. Do I have no worth to you? Unless that's what we are and we're not, trying to build a relationship, I understand. But Shooter's giving her the idea that they're building a relationship. So which is it? Do you want a nightcap, or do you want somebody to be with? And Cheyenne is dumb as hell for tolerating that crap. Then she asked Shooter about Ciara. She was worried about Ciara. So if your baby mom Ciara calls you and says that she wants to have a relationship with you, are you open to it, or y'all done? Shooter's like, I'm done. I don't even care what she thinks. You shouldn't be worried about Ciara, boo. You should be worried about Shooter shooting his shot at everybody that walks by that's cute to him. Because he's the only one that's going out there. Ciara won't touch that man with a 10-foot pole. He kicked his ass out of the judge court when he wanted to play her talking about, I'm here to support you outside. Fuck out of here. Now you worry about Shooter. Now all these girls are asking him the wrong question. Y'all don't understand that Shooter is a cheater. So why are you asking about a woman when it's supposed to be him you worried about? These girls are so dumb. Then we got Akbar trying to convince everybody that she's the queen of Atlanta with her extra desperation, because she's performing and Spice, Tokyo, Bambi, Alexis, and Jock came to see her, and light skin Keisha comes, and it seems like she's the topic of conversation for everybody. Now I already said I don't like her name. Okay, I just don't like it because I think it's too specific. However, as far as her character and what I've seen, I don't see anything major that she's done for all these people to hate her so much. Akbar said she don't like her because light skin Keisha used to be a fan of hers when she first started rapping. Now all of a sudden she's saying she's the queen of Atlanta. You know she got to defend that title. Akbar, Spice is right about y'all. Neither one of you has a hit single that I've ever heard of. Besides you coming to Love and Hip Hop, I never would have knew who you were. So when you're saying you're the queen of Atlanta, I don't know, like all these names you're claiming, you would think that you're a star like Beyonce. Knock it off. Then Bambi with herself decides to put her little plug in and talk about her light skin Keisha and what she don't like. Now, I'm not a Bambi fan in its entirety because of how she ended up with Scrappy and some of the things that's happened in the past. But Bambi is making an effort to let everybody know that light skin Keisha was a hurt squirrel who tried to ruin somebody's relationship with her friend. But she's doing it in such a covert way. You don't have to interject and put all that into the atmosphere every time. Just let Akbar have this moment, because I can't figure out how you can be able to do all this. You can barely close your mouth, let alone you out here spreading people's business. Then we got Jock saying that he wants to interview her. Light skin Keisha, and he asked Akbar to join in and say, you know what, you should call in, basically add more drama to the show, because it'll make more people want to listen to his radio show, knowing that Akbar and light skin Keisha are beefing, and if they have it on the radio, it'll bring more customers. So he wanted her to come speak, and of course Akbar says, sure, I'll do it. I got a surprise for her too. She gets up on the mic and starts rapping about light skin Keisha, who's not even there. Akbar, I don't know, she's a beautiful girl, but she does some stupid ass shit. Then we got spin class with Coca, Tokyo, and light skin Keisha, and Tokyo takes the time to let her know what everybody's been talking about her and what they've been saying. Keisha don't seem like she's fazed. She's like, why all these people trying to imagine beef with me when I don't even care what they're doing with their lives? And she's absolutely right. Then I'm happy to see that Tokyo's actually taking her weight loss situation seriously, because we know that she's lost a lot of weight and she looks very good, including her virginity. She lost that too probably on that tricycle, on that bicycle she's in. She probably had her hymen pop. But anyway, she's actually taking her health seriously, and I'm very proud of her, because I remember Sierra tried to get her to do it last season and it just turned into a big fight, and I was very worried about her. She's a beautiful girl. Her mom was beautiful too. It helps that she really, is taking this very seriously, and I like that light skin Keisha and Coco supporting her. Then we got Scrap's party, right? Scrap decided, this is the first time in my life I've ever heard of somebody having an anniversary from being out of prison. I've never seen that in my life. I know anniversaries for a marriage. I know anniversaries for, like, if you've like for a company, things like that, or anniversaries for how long you've worked and stuff like that, things that you've earned. But you're talking about a grown man who knows right from wrong, and y'all are having a party because he's been out of prison for 1 year? Is he incapable of not doing crime? I'm so confused. But they decided to have this party for that. And KK says she's proud of her son, as a mother should. And also, Cook's brother comes up there and says that he's been doing a 23-year bid. I said, hold the hell on, 23 years? What? They just be giving people these years as if they don't have anything else to do but to sit behind bars in the cage and just let tax dollars take care of them. For real. Then KK decides to go to Mama D, and she said that she wants Mama D to talk to Bambi's mother, Cece. And freaking Mama D says that Bambi's mama's Brokeback Mountain mama, Shane. She's jealous of her. She don't want her to be, when she came into her house, when Mama D let Cece stay at her house, Cece's jealous ass apparently decided to leave her house and talk shit about her. Now, I would be pissed off too. If I invite you into my home, your home is your private place. Is where you're supposed to do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it, and be happy, and make sure that whoever it is in your home, they're able to respect all your secrets. Apparently, Cece walked into her home and went and put her business out there and just talked shit the whole time, and I would feel very betrayed, especially because your daughter is married to my son. We have to be family. Why would you even do that? Then Jock out here touching on Carly and everything else on her because him and Kendra are having problems. Jock, you're showing your colors again. Are you incapable of working things out in a hard time? Or do you feel like whenever things get bad, you got to go and look for somebody else to go and screw? Because he's out here touching Carly. Carly's like, I know he wants her. And I feel like he does. If Carly lets him hit, he would, because he enjoyed being with her. However, you were with Kendra, and Kendra's not a bad woman. Y'all just need to figure this shit out and stop hitting on people while you're at it. Then Cheyenne and Shooter in the corner flirting, and KK sees it while she's talking to Mama D. She said Scrap will be pissed off if he finds out that Cheyenne is out here boning Shooter, and however long they've been doing it. I don't know how long Scrap and Shooter know each other, but it's enough for Cheyenne to get on Scrap's bad side and for Shooter to get on Scrap's bad side. But she said she's gonna deal with it later. Then we got Shooter and Kiyomi in the shower shooting a video. Shooter is screwing Cheyenne, has been screwing her for 2 years. He has been screwing Kiyomi for a matter of months. And he's telling us that Kiyomi is more of a person he can see with a relationship with, more so than Cheyenne, that he's been doing for 2 years. Kiyomi is the new shiny toy for him, and Kiyomi is a very beautiful girl. Kiyomi is letting him know, if we go public, are you gonna have anybody coming at me? This motherfucker said, no, have I lied to you before? You're lying to her now, bro. Because once Cheyenne finds out, she's gonna have a whole issue with it, because here she is protecting your secret because she feels like there's something there for the both of y'all. She told you she's been missing you. She hadn't seen you in a couple of days and she wants to see you. And you out here telling Kiyomi that you're not messing with nobody else. And of course, Kiyomi asked the wrong question. What about your baby mama? Is she gonna have a problem with me when we find out? I'm like, y'all be asking the wrong question. Y'all know that Sierra left this man because of his cheating ways. Why are you worried about her? Why don't you worry about him not being able to keep it in his pants? Why y'all asking all the wrong? I don't understand. Shooter is the problem. You need to shoot his mouth for lying to you all the time. Then we got the next scene, Bambi, Scrappy. They decide that they want to mend their mother relationship, and they have Bambi's mama to come and meet Mama D. Now, with all the antics that they come with, I don't think they're ready to mend this, because Mama D comes in and she had on all black, dressed like she going to a funeral. I said, Mama D, you really put all this black on just to show this woman that you want her ass dead? Because she goes on to say that Cece puts her hand on her, put her hand on Mama D. I said, excuse me? See, this is, I don't know why Bambi and Scrappy are dumb as hell. Because Mama D just said that Cece put her hands on Mama D. What on earth makes you think that if you touch me that we're ever going to mend things, family or not? I can love you from a distance, but bitch, you ain't never going to be around me, not after you put your hands on me. I said, excuse me? Y'all need to get Mama D off this table, because she deserved to throw something at Cece for putting her hands on her. But then Bambi mama starts calling Mama D a liar, says that she doesn't like her. Bambi's mama talked about her. Bambi said, Mama D said that, you know, Cece talked about her like a dog. They would never get along with each other. Then Mama D goes in for the killer. She said, I called you a wildebeest, and I thought wildebeest only migrated once a year. And she actually went out of her way to create an obituary, basically saying that she want Cece to be dead. And Cece took offense to that because she was recovering from cancer. Bambi decided to say that she's going to have an issue with Mama D because of Mama D going too far with the obituary. Listen to me deeply, Bambi. I know that that's your mama. I get it. But you know that these women don't like each other. You brought them face to face to deal with each other. Cece was throwing jabs at Mama D just as much as she was throwing at her. Mama D was throwing at her. The only difference is Mama D's a shooter with her tongue. She can cut you, and she can cut you down to the white meat. You don't get to choose what I say to you when we're arguing. It doesn't work. Maybe some of the stuff that Cece's done to her, she's personally, AKA, she put her hands on her. Okay? So, of course, she's feeling like you set no boundaries. So I can say whatever I want to say to you because you broke the boundaries. You put your hands on me. And, I mean, they just literally tore each other down. You're drunk. We're crackhead. I mean, it was just a mess. Then Bambi gets up and goes. Scrappy gets up and leaves. Then you got Scrap marketing his restaurant by giving away free food. And then during that restaurant, KK comes walking in. She decided to talk to Cheyenne and her big titties in the confessional. And she decides to bring up the thing with Shooter. And she is my spirit because she looks at her like a daughter. And she said, are you hoeing? And Cheyenne's like, why would you ask me that? I said, that's exactly what I asked my daughter. I remember when my father asked me, are you dating? Are you out here dating boys? When I was in high school, I said, Dad, I don't even know what a boy is. But that's the same thing that I would ask my baby if it was me, because I want to know straight up, what are you doing? We're not beating around the bush. Because KK says that you need to basically tell Scrap what you're doing, because you can't keep this kind of secret behind his back when you're working with him. Of course, Cheyenne doesn't want KK to say anything. We know KK is going to say something, but we're, next episode, we're going to find out how it's going to blow up in her face. Then we're at Jock's radio station. Jock is interviewing Light Skin Keisha. Y'all remember that he did not tell Light Skin Keisha that he's going to have Akbar on the live to go ahead and basically refute her saying that she's also the queen of Atlanta. Y'all watch Little Woman, right? Little Woman, what's her name? With the red hair. She usually has a red wig. Miss Juicy. She also says that she's the queen of Atlanta, boo. Like, y'all are all the queen of Atlanta. Y'all just need to get together and decide who's going to get what. One of you be the queen. The other one be the other one be the Atlanta. But all three of you can't be the queen of Atlanta. Then Akbar, as they're doing the interview, Keisha is explaining herself and how she had to, she's ready for this interview. She wants to promote her music. She has an album out there or a song out there. She wants to let the world know that's the radio station is for. Then they decide to put Akbar on the interview, and she gets up, she's pissed off, and she leaves. She says, I came here to promote my music. I didn't come here to do some ratchet shit, which I agree. It wasn't fair for Jock to try and use her to get his ratings up by playing her. If you would have at least said, hey, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to promote your music, but because I'm inviting you to this radio show, I want you to help play this shit up by causing a mess and, giving me some more ratings. And maybe she may have played along, but y'all got her fucked up because she got up and left. While she's leaving, Akbar is running her mouth as usual. Akbar is always in some mess. Every time they say Akbar, I'm thinking about the Akbar that played Sierra from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, because he was in some mess with those 3 women too, and then some. But this is a hot mess because she keeps going. Keisha starts cussing out Jock, and she gets kicked out talking about who's gonna validate my parking. I mean, she was legitimately pissed off, and if I wasn't her shoes, I probably would have slapped Jock, because I don't think that was fair to put her in that atmosphere when she's trying to come out as an artist. You don't want somebody out there who's known for being messy on a radio show. Like, at least give her some warning. Don't have her putting this, putting this kind of light, but everybody keeps messing with that little girl. And although there's some things she's done I may not agree with, I just don't think the situation was fair. And Jockey played it horribly. But Jock is like, well, she was willing to deal with Bambi. I just thought that she can handle herself with Akbar. What Jock didn't understand is Bambi and her were at like a social gathering that Shekinah created specifically for them to interact with each other. This is not a radio where she's supposed to promote her music and help her career. And you want her to sit up here and act the fool. That don't even make sense. Anyway. Please like, subscribe, and notification bell. Let me know what y'all think about what's going on. I've been expressed some of the stuff that's going on with me in my life. I'm still dealing with it. I'm going to try to do more reviews this week, but I don't know. It just depends on how things go. I hope you guys enjoy. You guys have a good evening. Bye.